Thank you so much. That's David Klein Lovett on our meditation music this morning, and we just love him so much. Practitioner here at Agape. Thank you. Hey, welcome everyone. Good morning. Grand Rising. It is good to be together as we celebrate the divine. I am Marianne Lewis, Music and Arts Director here at Agape. It's a pleasure to welcome you, yes, into this beautiful loving room. Hey, incredible house band today. Hey, we got Ray Davis in the house.
Good morning, good morning.
So let's sing together, everybody. Hey.
Yeah.
We're gonna rise together as a one life and celebrate. We are rising up with all that we need.
All that we need.
Gonna rise together as a one life as we liberate. All in all freedom to rise as one. We're gonna move together as a one life and celebrate. We can take each step with all that we need.
All that we need.
Gonna move together as a one life as we liberate. All in all freedom to move as one. We are gonna love together as a one life and celebrate. We can choose to love from all that we need. Choose to love together as a one life as we liberate. All in all freedom to love as one. Take it up. We're gonna sing together as a one life and celebrate. And sing our song from all that we need.
All that we need.
Gonna sing together as a one life as we liberate. All in all the freedom to sing as one. We are gonna live together as a one life and celebrate.
Let's celebrate.
We are living now from all that we need. Gonna live together as a one life as we liberate. All in all freedom to live as one.
Good morning, Agape. All around the world, our global community, welcome to our morning service. My name is Reverend Jason Davion Mitchell. It's my absolute joy to be here with you today. We're having a magnificent Sunday already. Come all the way in, repost this video, share this video, tag your friends, invite them over. For now, I invite you to rise up where you are if you're able for the reading of the meditative thought. The mystical magnetism of agape love ceaselessly courts us, drawing us into its magnetic field through the various forms of human love we experience with parents, siblings, lovers, spouses, and partners, our children and friends, leading us to love's source, pure spirit. The moment we surrender to its gravitational pull, we are transfigured. Love is the ultimate religion. When tasting its flavor, we enter into the realm of mystical lovers. We become love, allowing it to flow in, as, and through us. Such joy, such bliss. That's written for us all to contemplate as we move through this week by our very own Reverend Michael Bernard Beckwith. Marianne?
Thank you so much, Reverend Jason. Well, it is time now for our congregational song, and we invite you to stand right where you are, wherever you are, and just know that we're standing together, standing for love. If you're joining us for the very first time, the words will be on the screen, so we welcome you to sing along with us from our heart, and we welcome beautiful choir members as we share this song. For you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. I used to think God was the sun, God is the sun, but God's so much more than the earth or the stars or all of creation. God is creator, all in all, needing us to shine its light as we, as you. So use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Command my hands. What must they do? What must they do? Command my life. It's here for you. God is the love that heals all creation. God is creator and makes all things new. And God needs us to shine its light as we, as you. So, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do. Show me all that
Beautiful. Thank you. Good morning. We welcome you to the Agape International Spiritual Center, founded and directed by Reverend Michael Bernard Beckwith. I'm Reverend Julie Moret. It's my honor to host today's service. And at this time, we have Nomi coming forth with our first musical inspiration. I'd like to share a little bit about her. It's gorgeous what moves through her. You're going to love it. Nomi is a Jewish-Egyptian virtuoso pianist, composer, singer, and activist. She has released 4 albums and collaborated on numerous projects, including playing piano on the 2019 Grammy-nominated album Sekou Andrews and the String Theory. Sit back, relax, enjoy. It will stir your heart. Nomi?
Thank you. The song I'm going to start with is it's an Israeli folk song, and it translates to, if you don't come to rescue me, if you don't come to make me feel better, to calm down, who will? This is a song that I love about answering with our own spirit. Im telech. מי יחבק אותי ככה, מי ישמע אותי בסוף היום, מי ינחם ויגיע, רק אתה יודע. ואם תלך לה מי יחכם בחלון, בסמלה של חג שיגיע, יחבק אותי ככה כמו שאתה מגיע. כשתבוא תישא אותי בשתי ידיך, משדה לנהר, תשנה לך אותי בשתי ידיך, משדה לנהר, תרחוץ את פניי, תרחוץ את פניי, ותגיד לי מילים כמו שרק אתה יודע. אם תלך מי יחבק אותי ככה, מי ישמע אותי בסוף היום, מי ינחם ויגיע, רק אתה יודע. ואם תלך מי יחכם בחלון, בסמלה של חג שיגיע, יחבק אותי ככה כמו שאתה מגיע. יחבק אותי ככה כמו שאתה מגיע. אם תלך מי יחבק אותי ככה, מי ישמע אותי בסוף היום, מי ינחם ויגיע, רק אתה יודע. ואם תלך מי יחכם בחלון, בסמלה של חג שיגיע, יחבק אותי ככה כמו שאתה מגיע.
Isn't that so beautiful? That's Nomi. That's Nomi. You can check her out at nomiabadi.com. nomiabadi.com. If you want to hear more, get more music, I know I do. Thank you so much, Nomi. And this, of course, is our Agape house band. So extraordinary. We've got John Hart on bass. We've got Rayford Griffin on drums. David Neal on guitar. Idris Hester on percussion. And I saw Ray Davis somewhere around here. He joined the choir a little earlier. So we're in good hands today. So once again, we want to welcome you here to the Agape International Spiritual Center, founded and directed by Reverend Michael Bernard Beckwith. I'm Reverend Julie Moret. It is an absolute honor to host you today. And as always, so Reverend Michael right now is in Costa Rica. He's teaching at the Rhythmia Life Advancement Center. So shout out to all the folks at Rhythmia right now. I was there for 3 weeks teaching a little while ago, so hey. And whenever he leaves, the stage is so well tended to. And today that is especially true. We've got Reverend Joann Coleman here. So I know you're going to love her talk. It's entitled, When the Mud is Ripe, the Lotus Appears. So I don't know about you, but things are feeling pretty muddy to me in this world right now. And the good news is, with our willingness and our discipline and our availability, something beautiful can emerge. So I'm looking forward to that. And for those of you, if it's your very first time tuning in, we would love to offer up a blessing to you. So if you are able to stand up right where you are to receive this blessing. And for those of you who have been here for quite some time and want to play along and be part of this blessing, I invite you to extend your heart through your hands and bring into our mind's eye all those that are here for the first time. I know some people after like the second or the third time, they still want to get the blessing. That's okay. So if you're feeling like you want the blessing, stand up. And for the rest of us, we extend our heart through our hands and we say, we recognize you. We know who you really are. You are the spiritual image and likeness of God. You are a unique way that love, intelligence, and divine beauty are expressing on the planet. You are a one-of-a-kind spiritual genius. We celebrate you. We appreciate you. We thank God for you. Welcome to Agape. Give yourself a great big embrace. Know that you are being so dearly loved up right now. And if you want to just give yourself a hug, even if it's not your first time, that's okay. It's always good to love ourselves. So here at Agape, we have practitioners and ministers that hold vigil for us during our services, and they're online as well under the direction of Reverend Kathleen McNamara and Reverend Jason Mitchell. They are maintaining an unbroken awareness of the presence of God. We appreciate them holding this space for us, and at this time, we have one of those individuals coming forward, Anna Barone, Agape licensed spiritual practitioner. She will do the affirmations today. She'll share our purpose statement, the spiritual reading, and invite us into a living evocation of the heart. Anna? Amma, and I knew that.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, David. Good morning, Mitch. Good morning, everyone. Reverend Michael's theme for this month is Resolve to Evolve. And our speaker for today is Reverend Dr. Joann Coleman. Her topic is When the Mud is Ripe, the Lotus Appears. It was my joy to facilitate our meditation with music provided by practitioner David Klein Lovett. And today's musical inspiration is the fabulous Nomi. Our interpreter for today is Romina Mena. Licensed practitioners are currently holding prayer vigil and engaging with you in the comments of this broadcast on YouTube and Facebook. You're invited to share your prayer requests there or contact our prayer ministry directly. Now it is time for our affirmations. So I invite you to please stand and repeat them aloud after me, line by line. My life is backed by a mighty wave of God consciousness.
My life is backed by a mighty wave of God consciousness.
Excellence is seeking to express through me. I let it.
Excellence is seeking to express through me. I let it.
High thoughts of health and wholeness manifest as my body temple. My relationships reveal a joint participation with divine love. The bright sunshine of my own being lights my path and shows my way. Gratefully, I let it be. And so it is. Amen. Beautiful. Thank you. Agape's purpose statement. Our purpose as an intentional spiritual community is to be a living environment for individuals to realize that they are unique emanations of God, the love intelligence governing the universe. We embody an understanding of our oneness with God, and we consciously practice this truth in our everyday lives. Through the New Thought, Ageless Wisdom teachings, and the energy of unconditional love, we are committed to individual transformation and to being a beneficial presence on the planet. Simply, we are here for God. Our selected reading is taken from the Book of Truth by Paul Selig. It can be found in the chapter Alchemy and Transformation, beginning on page 102. The teachings you will receive today are about authority and what you have authority over. If you can understand that as the one who sees anything, you have a relationship to what you see, you can understand that how you see anything implies the kind of relationship you hold. And in that, there is authority. You are always choosing how you perceive. Now, in ignorance perhaps, because you have been misinformed about the meaning of things, but the effort we bring you with which to see anew is the key to the kingdom. Now, the kingdom is a teaching we have given you before. I see all things with the eyes of Christ. Aligns you in perception to the Christed manifestation that you truly are as the one who may perceive. And the divine self in her purview can see all things at this level of agreement. The teaching you receive today in authority is about what is yours to transform. And by transform, we mean see anew. And in the seeing anew, in your participation to what is seen, you actually transform the object to its true nature. So I'm so grateful, and I invite you all to join me in this moment of agreement to the truth. Grateful absolutely for every moment of contrast for this community and for how I myself have learned to be in relationship to the parts of me that I have felt ashamed of, the parts of me that I have pushed away, to see them with love, to see them with compassion. And in that, regain my true spiritual authority, to know whose and what I am, to recognize the one mind, the one power, the one authority above and beyond man-made structures, man-made mortal agreements. God absolutely is that authority that moves the heavens, that creates everything that is. It is a power that beats my heart, that moves my being and expresses here right now. I am that omnipotence, no matter what any mortal politician thinks. I am a divine child of this infinite authority. And we are all that. We are all children of God. We are the way God expresses in us, through us. And today, this day, these teachings express themselves more powerfully than ever before through the words of Reverend Joann, through the presence of the Agape International Spiritual Center, the teachings that are held here, knowing absolutely that through this we are set free. We are absolutely liberated, and any thought of lack or limitation or any appearance of truth by what any mortal opinion may be is dissolved now, because God is the one and only power, the one and only truth. Y reconociendo que este poder, esta autoridad suprema, que es la presencia de Dios infinito, es la presencia que mueve los planetas, que late mi corazón, que se expresa en cada uno de nosotros, no puede ser limitada, no puede ser encajonada en una opinión mortal de políticos, de sociedades, de estructuras que ya no sirven. La única presencia, la única autoridad es Dios, y es libertad, y es abundancia, y es amor, y es autoridad. En este momento nos libera a todos a través de las palabras de la reverenda Joann, del reverendo Michael, de este centro espiritual, de cada oración, cada petición, cada ser humano en este momento es la luz crística que se libera, que se ilumina cada vez más. Amén. Thank you.
So powerful. So as we continue in the energy and the vibration of Juneteenth, Freedom Day, we're bringing forth a poet cussionist, Miss Sho King. She's also known as Sho, an acronym for Servant of the Holy One. She's a hip-hop humanitarian from Oakland Bay Area to Little Africa, LA. And she's going to bring forth a poem song today called Deep Roots and Strong Branches. Sho?
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, Agape. Once again, it's a beautiful morning, beautiful rising, I should say. And I love being here. The essence and the spirit really enlivens me. So I appreciate the invitation and being here once again. This is called Deep Roots and Strong Branches. Deep roots and strong branches with power from on high. Deep roots and strong branches, just spread your wings and fly. Some say the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice, the darker the flesh, the deeper the roots, and my roots run deep, so my branch is strong. And I know where I'm going, cause I know where I'm from. Liberation is my destination, that's where I'm from. I came through the birth canal fighting for my freedom. I overcame name calling from a blackie to a bastard, as if black was bad. A rapture for the masses had me wandering like I was in Damascus, but it was a facade wrapped in Hollywood's plastic. Watching the news is my dark-skinned blues. They making and creating and breaking all of their own rules, doing what they do, spreading false truths, making the whole humble world look like some ignorant fools with paparazzi and camera crews, well-fed, wasting water and food, while the poor people lose. I'm the reporter to report on my story. My shine is recorded. Hail to the queen, cause they can't even afford it. The mission much bigger than self is bigger than the wealth. Stagnation is damnation and it's bad for your health. Give your ear to wisdom when she speaks. These ancient royalty treats, raining my melanin so beautifully, and I believe when history repeats position, strong, courageous, focused, they ain't gonna wanna compete with deep roots and strong branches with power from on high. Deep roots and strong branches, just spread your wings and fly. Say it with me, y'all. Deep roots, strong branches, power from on high, power from on high. Deep roots and strong branches, just spread your wings and fly. So spread your wings and fly. Just spread your wings and fly. Thank you. I miss your King. Blessings. Give thanks and praise.
This service is so rich already, and we're just getting started. I know you're going to want to give Miss Show King some love on the chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And where do you go from up? We'll go to announcements. We've got some great things happening here at Agape, and Lynn Alicia Henderson will tell us all about them.
I'm telling you all about it. My name is Lynn Alicia Henderson. Welcome to Agape, and how about some announcements? And thank you, Reverend Julie. Good morning. So we have just a few highlights for you today, so please visit the Agape website, agapelive.com, for more details on all the stuff. All the times listed are Pacific Standard Time. Yes? Excellent. Now today, Teen Agape ages 14 to 19 meets online at 11:15 a.m. You can join now still. For information and to join, click the Teen Agape banner on the website. Preteens ages 9 to 13 meet at 2 p.m. Children ages 3 to 8 meet at 3:30 p.m. Both are on a live Zoom, so to join and get your Agape Youth Fun Pack, email Reverend Leon at agapelive.com. Yes? Excellent. Now, the Crisis Support Clinic offers Zoom mini counseling sessions every Monday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. To receive details for your first come, first served complimentary one-on-one session with a licensed practitioner serving those who seem to be challenged related to finances, relationships, housing, and jobs, email crisissupport@agapelive.com. It's offered to the community at large, so all and any may attend. And now I'm going to call up again Ama Baron, ALSP, for a special announcement.
Thank you. Hola, buenos días. Y nuevamente, con mucho gusto, me da un gran honor representar al Ministerio Global de Agape en Español. Y queremos invitarlos todos los sábados a las 8:30 de la mañana por la página de Facebook Agape International Spiritual Center para un espacio de meditación, oración afirmativa y comunidad completamente en español.
Whatever she said. Bueno, gracias. Okay, so what she said is Agape in Español is in session again and invites you to join us every Saturday at 8:30 a.m. for meditation and affirmative prayer exclusively in Español on Agape's Facebook page. Yes? ¿Sí? ¿Oui?
Excelente. Te esperamos, no te lo pierdas.
Gracias.
Muy bien. You did a lot better. Thank you.
All right. And continuing. And please join us. Okay, now Monday through Saturday, see you on Facebook at 8 a.m. for daily prayer and 12 noon for meditation. Go to agapelive.com for more details. Also, the Agape Spiritual Community Gathering is in session. Join us every Friday at 5:30 p.m. and connect in community for an enriching, inspiring gathering led by our practitioners and ministers. Email scg@agapelive.com for more details. And lastly, for years, Reverend Michael has taught about the components of good, healthy living. Our spiritual life is enhanced with daily meditation, affirmative prayer, and fellowship with open-heartedness and like-minded people. Our mental and emotional body is purified with study, forgiveness, and high intentionality. And our physical body is taken care of with the exercise that fits our uniqueness, proper nourishment, proper hydration, and ideal supplementation. Well, regarding supplementation, the Rev has finally released Adaptozen in partnership with NutriRise. Adaptozen is comprised of the various superfood formulas that Rev has been taking for years to maintain his health and energy, all condensed into one product line, Adaptozen Superfood Greens, and the vitamin D3 plus K2 drops boost your energy, mood, and immunity, and gives your body temple the high-quality nutrients it needs to thrive so you can maintain your health to live optimally, especially during times of stress. So go to NutriRise.com, click on Adaptozen, and get 10% off your first order. Yes? Oui? Si? Bueno? Peace and blessings. Till next time, Agape.
Thank you, Lynn Alicia. Thank you, Amma. At this time, Reverend Michael has a special message for you. Paul, can you share that?
Peace and riches, blessings, everyone. It's a great, magnificent day, and we're commanded and encouraged to rejoice in this day. Today, you'll be assisted by Reverend Joann Coleman as she brings the great teaching of the great lotus of your soul growing from the mud of the human experience. You have Nomi and the Agape Ensemble bringing forth musical inspiration under the spiritual aegis of Marianne Lewis. And more importantly, you have yourself being involved in the theme of this month, which is resolve to evolve. As you resolve to evolve, as you set an intention to become more yourself, you begin to understand that you create your own inner environment. That inner environment becomes the environment that you carry with you. And yes, we do not deny that many things are happening in our country that we do not like. Many things are happening in the world that we do not like. However, you can begin to have your own environment, carry it with you, and then make a mighty difference in our country and on this planet. You get to do that. You're encouraged to do that. So rejoice in the splendor of the light that is within you. Grow in it, share in it, and watch as you become the difference that someone needs today. Have a bright day.
Thanks, Rev. In just a moment, we're going to have Nomi come back with another beautiful musical selection, and she'll be immediately followed by Reverend Joann Coleman. I just wanted to share a little bit about Reverend Joann Coleman. She's done so many extraordinary things during her career and life, and I want to highlight a few of them. So Nomi will come up after this, and then Reverend Joann will immediately follow. Reverend Joann is an ordained minister and master practitioner. She's been on staff at the School of Ministry since 2005. She's been a student and teacher of the Semitic Aramaic language approach to the Bible since 1979. She's the only living person ordained into this legacy by Dr. Rocco A. Errico, world-renowned biblical scholar. She's also facilitated hundreds and hundreds of corporate trainings. She is a sanctioned pipe carrier and a NEPI sweat lodge singer. She's also an end-of-life doula, and she creates offerings, rituals for women in all stages of life. And another really exciting thing to know about Reverend Joann is she's expecting, so exciting, her first book, just in case you're wondering. Her first book will be due out in the winter of 2022, and what's, I think, so special to know about Reverend Joann, she's so dearly loved here. Many of you already know her and love her. She is a holy woman. She's a sacred woman. She walks as spirit. And so her presence here blesses us, it blesses our hearts, and it reminds us to create ritual and beauty in everyday living. So you're in for quite a treat. First Nomi, and then Reverend Joann Coleman.
I was asked to bring this song back. I performed it at Agape a few years ago. And I love this song because it shows us who we really, really are. If you'd please join me in what I like to call light therapy. This is I Am Light.
In my head, I am not the pieces of the brokenness inside. I am light. I am light. I am light. Mistakes that I made, or any of the things that cause me pain. I am not the pieces of the dream I left behind. I am light. I am light. I am. So divinity defined. I am the God on the inside. I am a star, a piece of it all. Thank you so much. Thank you and you and you.
I'm gonna lay all my old hurts down, open my wings and fly free, open my wings and fly free, open my wings and fly free. I'm gonna lay all my old hurts down, open my wings and fly free. Ain't gonna carry this pain no more. I ain't gonna carry this pain no more. I ain't gonna carry this pain no more. I ain't gonna carry this pain no more, no more. I ain't gonna carry this pain no more. I ain't gonna carry this pain no more. I ain't gonna carry this pain no more. No more, no more. I ain't gonna carry this pain no more. Sure enough. Sure enough. I had a crisp $100 bill with me as I made my way to the Santa Monica gem show. The bill was crisp because I had ironed it and sprayed sizing on it. I might have got that from my grandparents. Sometimes we like the crisp $100 bill. And I was on my way to the gem show because I was a one-of-a-kind doll maker. My dolls are actually all over this earth. And in a dream, my dolls would pose, and I'd look at them, wake up, and write down all the description I could see about the figure, and that doll I would then make. Sometimes these dolls sent me on adventures to find the pieces and the parts that the dolls were wearing so that their garments matched the dream time. One of my dolls was wearing pearls. Not regular, because I'm crazy about pearls. They was wearing blue pearls. In the vernacular of my grandmother, I never heard of no such a thing. A blue pearl. I heard of golden pearls. I got my grandmother's golden pearls. But blue? So the gym show was in town for 3 days. I earned my money to make a good impression and went over to the gym show. I searched the gym show booths and finally settled on a particular man who seemed grandfatherly. It turns out he was a pearl farmer. So the pearls he sold are the pearls he harvested and hand drilled and hand strung them with silk thread. I said, "Sir," and I got out my $100 bill that looked so nice. I said, "Sir," excuse me, "Sir, I would like to purchase, I think, just one blue pearl. Could I just purchase one blue pearl?" He said, "Blue pearl? I don't have a blue pearl." He said, "What you mean?" I said, "I saw it in a dream." He said, "Blue pearls are very rare. Blue pearls only happen in a certain kind of water. They only happen when the ocean, that particular place of water, has the chemistry and the temperature that is right for the mollusk, the oyster. The oyster gets an irritant inside of the soft tissues of itself. Have you ever had an irritant in the soft tissues of yourself? Woo, it's like an itch you can't scratch. It's a forgiveness you can't leave over there. You take it back. I forgive you. No, I don't. I changed my mind. An irritant, a thorn in the side, thorn in the flesh. He said, so, the mollusk, the soft tissues of your heart, it gets a little irritant. It can be very small, but oh, so bothersome. He said, and then the mollusk itself knows how to secrete a substance from its own self. For us, that really actually is forgiveness. It secretes around the irritant enough layers till the hurt ain't there no more. It's smooth. The hurt ain't there no more. And it needs the right environment. And it can take a while before it occurs. I don't have a blue pearl. He said, but I think the blue pearl you're looking for is the one in your own heart. There's something you need to forgive. There's something you need. I'm a customer. I got hold of Chris $100 bill. What you mean? What you talking about, Willis? Who you talking to? I'm a reverend. Yeah, that means we need the most work. Those who need the most work become preachers. He said, inside your heart, there's something that the salt water of your tears could change. The ocean that flows from your eyes into the soft tissues of your heart. The blue pearl you're looking for is found within you. You'll have to grow it yourself in the waters. It could take a while. He sent me on with my $100 bill. I had to put it back in my safekeeping, which is in my sock. I got to thinking, what else can take a long time? I know a couple of things that can take a long time. One thing that can take a long time is Groundhog Day. I knew some people behind the scenes, and Groundhog Day, the movie, it says day, but the man was actually in his day for 14 years. They were careful not to let the audience overly know how long it took him. But remember, he read every book in the library. He played the guitar. He just learned a lot of skills. And that was a 14-year-old day. Oh, and what about the Arctic woolly worm? I know, in the Arctic. It's a worm that can take 7 to 14 years to get its wings. Why? Because it can only eat so much of a leaf. It can only eat so much of a leaf. And then the winter season sets in again so ferociously, it freezes. And then thaws out again in the spring and eats, and then freezes, and then eats, then freezes and thaws, and freezes and thaws for 7 to 14 years before it becomes winged. Some of us have been freezing and thawing for longer than 7 years. It's time to let it go, people, and take on your wings. That's what you're really called to. You're called to wingedness. That can take a long time. And I was thinking, oh, a lotus seed can take a long time. They can actually be dormant for hundreds of years. And yet, when placed in the right environment, they and open, create their rhizome, which looks like a daikon radish underneath, and sends up a shoot, a tube, kind of like a straw, 2 tubes, one like an upside down umbrella, which are its leaves, and then the bloom itself. The bloom itself looks nothing like the environment it came from. I got to feeling thinking about it. And I got to feeling I see when the ocean is doing it's at a certain level, you get a blue pearl. At another level, you get a golden pearl. And at a certain level, you get a lotus. All that, for me, meant when the mud is ripe mud is what my prayer work and practice is supposed to bring to me, will bring to me, does bring to me. It ripens the mud. I don't live in sewage. I get it composted. It ain't dirt, it's soil. When I've done my spiritual practice, when I've prayed, I don't know about you, but I was raised in the church. And over there, they did deep knee training. Lord, I come to you with a bowed down head and a bended knee. All of that, all of the grief I never finished, all of the disappointments I didn't tell you about, all of the hopes and dreams I think I failed myself and you with, all of the slights, all of the strange eyebrows. I don't know about you, but I have been wounded for 5 to 10 years over somebody's eyebrows. They looked at me funny, and I wasn't good no more. All of this stuff goes into the waters of my life, and my tears fall into this pond, into this lake, called my life, called my willingness, called my joy, called my prayer, called my opening. All of it falls into there, and it stirs and moves. The conditions of the mud shift and change and change and shift until the truth of me, that one lotus seed been laying there dormant, looking dead, she ain't gonna make it. It's too late. You missed the boat. Ain't another one coming. Maybe that's just over here with me. I have felt that way. But eventually, the spiritual, the inevitable presence of God stirs enough of that debris in the waters of creation. It flutters over the deep of my deep, and something happens to the waters of my life. They ripen. What was sewage becomes nutrients released. Now the lotus seed can drink fully and deeply from those waters. They like a thicker water. a little bit muddy, but in the mud is everything that you need to grow to the lotus you're actually called to. There is a bloom you're actually called to. And when the mud is ripe, the lotus can't help but to appear, because the Lord has taken those conditions and those circumstances and used them for your good. Oh, sometimes I have prayed, give me an answer I can understand. Those muddy waters are an answer the lotus can actually understand. There's something about you, if you're laying there in the dormancy of your life and don't know what to do, I got a prayer for you. This is my grandmother's prayers. Sometimes you can't say what it is. Sometimes you ought not say what it is. You don't need to explain it. Some of us got the splaining disease. We're going to explain to God what the deal is. We're going to give him details. But the Lord knows only one detail, and that is your holiness. That's all it really actually knows. And so when the mud is ripe, oh, the blue pearls arise. A practitioner once heard me say about the blue pearls at dinner, and she worked in a place called Commodities. Not my wheelhouse, clearly. And she bought for me, which I'm not wearing, a blue pearl bracelet. A real one from Tahiti, because the Tahitian waters have the chemistry to turn the secretions of the mollusk, the tender mollusk, into blue. I have that. And I want you to know that the colors of your life are being aroused even now. The blue pearl, the lotus that is completely able to rise, looking nothing like the color of the mud, smelling nothing like the mud. But ripe mud ain't the same as stinky mud. Mud that's corrupt has a different aroma than the healed mud, the ripe mud. And so that's what I'm talking about, or trying to, is the ripe mud. My body, my dream time, came up with ripe mud, because when the mud is ripe, then the lotus can't help but prepare the ripe mud of your circumstances, events, situations, and switchations is calling your lotus life. And that's why when we pray here in our community, we say, you ain't never been hurt, you ain't been harmed, and you ain't been in danger, because none of the filth of the first mud of those waters hurts the lotus. It ain't never been hurt, harmed, nor endangered by its environment, despite what I might be tisking at the edge of the pond. Tisk, 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 tisk. I'm so sorry for you. No, the lotus knows how to extract the nutrients and the nutrition to give itself as an offering. Ripe. When a thing is ripe, it is so ready. Is ready, or ripe, is ready. Maybe it's also resilient. I'm a creative, so I reserve the right to have many words for the one letter R. So you want to be ready. In this teaching, it ain't get ready, it's stay ready. So when the Rev called me within hours ago, said so casually, he calls me Joe. When it's scary, it's going to be Joe. Because otherwise it's Reverend Joann, never Reverend Joann. But if he comes up with some Joe, get your depends ready. He said, Joe. And I said, Yes. You want to speak on Sunday? There's really only one question. Are you going to bloom? Is you is or is you ain't going to bloom? And that means saying yes in the face of your not knowing, my not knowing, the what's and how's. I said, love to. True. He said years ago, you can't get ready. You got to stay ready. Ready is what you always are in consciousness. You got to be intentional. You got to intend to bloom. You can't intend for someday. You got to intend today. R-I-P. You need some passion. You need a feeling tone. It don't mean a thing if it ain't got no swang. You've got to have passion and purposefulness. I am called by God just like us, just like you. You are called by God. You are actually called by God, and there's only one response, and that is yes. You know why? Because you were made in the image and likeness of God, and you got to do the same thing God do. God only got one answer. Yes. Oh, yes. I am filling my body full of yes. I am filling my body full of yes. My body is full of yes. My body is full of yes. Purpose and passion and willingness, R-I-P-E, expressed. You can't keep it to yourself. When I first started making dolls 1,000 years ago, maybe 1,001, I've had a birthday and a parent's day, I took my work in a shoebox with tissue paper, gift wrap stuff, to an international doll show in New Mexico. I wanted to meet one of the world's renowned one-of-a-kind original doll makers, and I wanted him to evaluate my work. I told him what I wanted, and just before lunchtime for the event, he said, I'm going to look at your work, but I got to know something, Joann. He said, are you making this work for the closet? You going to stack them up in your closet? Or is this work an offering to the world? I'd never heard no such a question. And I breathed, took it in, felt into it, and I knew that this work was to be expressed. R-I-P-E. You got to be ready. Woo. You got to be intentional. You got to have some passion up in here. And then you've got to have a willingness to express. The bloom has got to be willing to come up 3 feet above the surface of the murky waters and become itself in the face of nothing else matching it. Ripe is this work. Your work was meant to be seen. Your fragrance was meant to be inhaled, each one of you. I'm a synesthete. My synesthesia comes as fragrance and taste. So I can find you in any room once I've caught your fragrance. I could find you in the darkest of dark by the fragrance you are emitting. That's the synesthesia. Are you going to express? Will you be the fragrance of God like no other kind of fragrance on this earth? Will people inhale you and be healed? And they won't even know why. They just know they just felt uplifted by you. They just got near you. You know, you just kind of, Reverend John, you just feel, it's just so fun. You're just so fun. That's coyote for healing. Penetrating, going all the way. express. Ripe, mud, M-U-D-D. I put an extra D on my mud because ripe had 4 letters and I wanted my mud to match. I wanted ripe mud. The mud is for being a magnet. The movement that a magnet causes, allows, creates. It is not going to get something. Don't go get it, draw it. The pain pushes to the vision, pulls. Be a magnet, the mud magnet. You unhostage your life. Unhostage your future. Unhostage your future from your past. Put down the weapons of self-criticism. Put down the weapons of unforgiveness. Put down the weapons of selfishness and only me. Put down the past. Unhostage yourself. Unhostage your future so that you could fly and you could soar. It is actually your destiny. M-U-D. D, your destiny. Your divinity. I want you to discover every day, as you must, your divinity. Why? Because divinity is not stagnant. It ain't a thing. It's a shimmering thing. It's a moving thing. And so you got to come up on your divinity freshly every day. You got to find your divinity, discover your divinity every day. Discover daily your divinity. That's just the first D. And then the final D, M-U-D-D. That last D is for, it is quoted that Gandhi said this, destinal resolve. Destinal resolve. It's like you hear the calling on your life and you have said yes so thoroughly that your whole life you have organized everything and everyone in your life to meet that destiny every single day. You're resolved. Someone said you've got to resolve to evolve. You've got to be so committed that everything organizes around the calling on your life, around your yes, no matter what. You do not give up. Oh, my grandma said, child, I done gived out, but I ain't gived up. And I'm laying my hurts down. M-U-D-D, ripe mud. When the mud is ripe, your lotus appears. All of your disappointments are in the waters, dissolving for your evolving. Get a bendy straw, make it delicious, the drink of your soul, because the soul knows how to transform, transmute the worst human stuff into a water or ocean gem. This is the calling on your life. You are to transmute some stuff. Like you're supposed to do the work of your convertings. I don't know what you're called to convert, but some of us was called to convert our mess into a message. Some of us, were called to convert our poison into medicine. Some of us were called to convert smog into oxygen, like a tree. There is a calling on your life, and I need for you to tell it yes. Say yes to the ripening of the mud. Let the mud ripen so that you might rise to your destiny and then resolve that you will live it. And then finally, when you do that, I want you to have a liminal experience. Go ahead, y'all laugh because that's hilarious. A liminal experience. Traditionally, liminal means to step over a threshold, but this liminal I want you to have has to do with the lemon tree that's 60 years old in my backyard. On that lemon tree, the gardeners have to keep propping up the branches. There's so much fruit on it. But on the tree, the lemon tree, every stage of development is there. There's blossoms. There's tiny little lemons the size of a pea. You're so cute. You're so cute. And then there are lemons larger than this, like softball. I played girls softball back not long ago, very long ago. I could throw like crazy and run like the Dickens. Most black people can. I want you to have a liminal experience, knowing that all phases of the presence of God in its development and ripening in your life is happening all at once. Have a liminal experience. Let your life flower. Let your life bud. Let your life bloom. Let yourself be fragrant. Let people get near you and begin to salivate. You can almost feel yourself salivating, can't you, when I act like I might taste it? Ooh, the sweet tartness of the liminal experience. I think that this is the calling on your life, that you are a transforming fragrance, that you are the blue pearl, and you are the witness, the evidence that the Lord can heal everything and anything, given the right circumstances and conditions. I ain't gonna let nobody turn me around, turn me around, turn me around. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. I'm gonna keep on walking, keep on talking, marching up the freedom land. Ain't gonna let no old hurts turn me around. Turn me around, turn me around. Ain't gonna let no old hurts turn me around. I'm gonna keep on walking, keep on talking, marching up the freedom land, marching up the freedom land, marching up the freedom land. Oh, marching, marching up the freedom, freedom. I'm marching up the freedom land. Amen. Let's just take a breath. Another one. As we feel ourselves ripening in this prayer time. Oh, I'm so grateful and thankful for this time together. Oh, it's been wonder-full. It's been beauty-full. Oh, I'm full, yes. You're full of yes. We are connected. We are one with each other, and we are one with the one. Oh, oh, oh. Sometimes all I can say is, because you are just so sweet, Lord. Ooh, Granny used to say, too sweet. You're just too sweet. And so we're knowing that this time together penetrates and deepens all sorrow. We toss it into the lake of transformation where it becomes the mud, the ripe mud for a new life. It's full of the nutrition and nutrients that any flower will need, and you are that flower. In your heart is the right mud, the ripe mud for the blooming of your life. We're just so grateful and thankful for it all. More than words can say, Lord, thank you. I just want to thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. Amen.
When I in awesome wonder consider all the worlds thy hands have made, I see the stars, I hear the rolling thunder, thy power throughout the universe displayed. Then sings my soul, my loving God, in thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my loving God, in thee. How great thou art, how great thou art.
Thank you so much, Marianne. As we continue this tone of healing, I simply invite you to become part of this prayer for healing and wholeness and health and vitality, to become actively participating in it. As we hold those that have reached out to the One from the Heart Ministry requesting prayer, I invite you to open your heart, see how big, how expanded can you become? How much can you allow your energy to expand outward to love up another? And we'll include ourselves too. We're going to start by holding Keisha Turner for her mom, Amelia. Just knowing right where they are, even if you feel like you're making it up, feel what it feels like to be a participant, to know the highest and best for Amelia right there. To know that right where Joann Mauser is, wholeness, health, vitality, rejuvenation. Narges Mozaffari, to know the radiant spirit of God, Reverend Narges Mozaffari. Know that that reverential presence of her leads the day, guides the way. Knowing that right where Joshua Johnson is, for his dad Don, that right where Don is, the presence of glory is, the presence of life and more life and more life and more life. Taking this moment to know that where Martine Bernard is, for her mom Immacula, health and wholeness and beauty and love. And then we give a special embrace for those that are dealing with the physical loss of loved ones. Life is eternal, the life is ongoing. And we scoop up and wrap up those that will miss the physical presence of their loved ones. Joe Hooten for Philip Mays, Terry Clark for Kat Salem, Gail Whitaker, Agape licensed spiritual practitioner. And I just take a moment to look at her, so many years of seeing that gorgeous face and just giving love, just giving love, just giving love, and knowing that right where Gail is, there is a presence that is never an absence. There is never separation. She knows, she feels, she is held in this very moment. Life and more life, life and more life. Her celebration of life is July 2nd. You can contact One from the Heart if you'd like to have more details on that. And certainly, let's include ourselves in this prayer field. Take a moment to know that right where you are, the power and the presence and the energy and the fierceness and the willingness of rejuvenation, of awakening, of wholeness and health and radiance reigns supreme throughout our entire body temple. There's something waking up. There's something rejuvenating. There's something that's answering the call to this moment. Feel every cell being awakened, every cell being revived, renewed, restored, youthened. So that when we move forward, there's something so magnificent that wholeness and health and vitality are just the baseline. That's just the baseline for our radiance and goodness. I give great thanks for this truth. I bless ourselves. I bless, bring into the fold anybody you're holding in prayer. Don't hold them tight. Hold them in love. Hold them in peace. Hold them in trust, knowing goodness and more goodness. Blessings, blessings raining down. Blessings, blessings raining down. And that peace that passes human understanding, caressing, wrapping all of us up, holding all of us, knowing that good wins, life wins always. We simply allow it to be by saying, and so it is, amen. So just take a beat there. Let the light particles, the energy, the frequency of this prayer, the frequency of Nomi's singing, the frequency of Ms. Show King, the frequency of Marianne Lewis, our choir, the frequency of I don't want to say words, the frequency of the energy moving through Reverend Joann Coleman, that there's something here for everyone. There's something here that's so good. And just allow yourself to receive it intimately so that we're made new in this very moment. And from that energy of newness, we're going to move into a time of offering. I invite you to become aware of what it is you have to give, what you have to share. Reverend Joann's going to come forward. She's going to kick us off with the giving opportunity, and then I'll continue.
Thank you. Woo. There's no better way to receive than with an open hand. Ha! And a heart that has an opening has a place you can put into it. In this teaching, nature abhors a vacuum. So, letting yourself put something in the basket leaves room in your heart for the open hand of God to drop something in. It says in scriptures that as you tithe and offer things, that your return would be 100-fold. But in the Aramaic approach, the language Jesus spoke in Hebrew, that 100-fold might mean you're going to get $100 back for your $100 you put in. And it also means that your deepest heart's desire, the seed of the seed in the ripest mud will rise now, because you opened yourself to your very own blooming. I invite you now to participate in the tithes, offerings, and the giving time. Be on the giving side of life. Be a giver. And then, because life inhales and exhales, you get to receive. Receiving is also an art form. But first you got to empty so that you may be filled. Let yourself be empty and then full.
Thank you, Reverend Joann. So we have a number of ways that you can give here at Agape, and for those of you that already know, you're used to giving, thank you so much. You can begin already. And we want to thank you for everybody that's shown up, what you've accomplished over these last few years that were so challenging in this world. Y'all kept Agape not only up and afloat, but thriving, and allowed us to expand in magnificent ways. So we thank you for your giving. We receive it gratefully. On our website, you are on a safe, secure website, so you can press the donate button right now. We welcome all donations, even if you're archiving. It is the perfect time to give, so thank you. On Agape's Facebook page and Reverend Michael's Facebook page, there's a link to donate there, so thank you, thank you. And on YouTube, the address posted will take you right over to the donate button, and you can also text to donate. Super simple. You just text the word GIVE to 424-321-6243. Text the word GIVE to 424-321-6243. And of course, you can always mail it in at 8549 Wilshire Boulevard, Suite 1156, Beverly Hills, 90211. And I wanted to share a little bit. You know, we're a practicing community. We're about practice, spiritual practice. And I wanted to share a little bit about how simple the practice of generosity and giving is. It's a law and it's energy, and when we activate it, it cannot help but be returned fulfilled. So I had a demonstration this morning. When I'm here on Sundays, I'm here for very long hours, and I need to eat between services, otherwise I get cranky. Nobody wants to see me cranky. And so I bring a power bar. And after the first service, I was walking out with Reverend Kathleen, and she mentioned that she was hungry. And immediately, I gave her my bar. I did think about it. So some of you might be thinking about giving financially right now, but you're like, oh, I got this, I got that. I did think about it, because I was like, I'm going to get cranky. But I gave it, and I gave it. Reverend Michael often says it's the energy that we give is the energy we receive. And so as I gave it, I was joyful because I love this woman. So it was a joy to be able to give to her. And then I went upstairs and I was like, yikes, what am I going to do? I got like hours and hours left. So watch this. This is the law in action. I go out into the lobby to go to the bathroom. Thelma says to me, hey, Reverend Julie, Gwen Keneally, fabulous practitioner, even more fabulous chef, is here, and she brought lunches for staff. What? But it gets better than that, because yeah, there was like a salad and some yummy things, but there were brownies. Do you know how much I love her brownies? So, you know, I traded in a power bar for brownies, just saying. So we thank you for your giving, and I want you to know it translates financially as well. When I first started at Agape, I would tip as the basket would go by. I put a little something in, and then, and if I didn't think anybody was watching, I would put nothing in sometimes. I would, pretend like I was on my phone or I had a really important thing to do. But then what I realized is somebody is watching, and it's our own soul, and that there's a law and we can put it into practice and it's responsive. So I say this because yes, of course, Agape uses the finances and it benefits us, and we are a practicing community, and as you give, you are given. Become your own test case. Check it out. Thank you so much.
Won't you guide my feet while I run this
Davis, our choir, the Agape House Band, and did y'all notice that Ming Freeman slipped into the band over here? Very grateful to see you, Ming. And so let's take a moment and let's bless this offering. And again, I'm going to invite you. We're a practicing community. I'm inviting you to extend your own energy, your own heart, your own love to bless this offering, that the finances that come in are rejuvenating for the Agape International Spiritual Center. They are uplifting. They up-level Agape so that all of our technology and our ministries and our staff, that everybody feels so well respected and tended to, and that Agape continues to rise up and be such a beneficial presence on the planet. We bless this offering. We allow it to be filled with energy and magnetism and goodness and health and radiance and love and prosperity and all manner of goodness rises up from this offering this day. With great gratitude, I allow it to be. And I say, and so it is. Thank you so much for joining us today. We love your presence. We're so grateful for you. We're going to have a closing chant here, and then Reverend Joann, y'all can give her some more love on the chat. I know y'all are loving her up. She's going to do our final benediction. Thank you again for your glorious presence.
It's time for our benediction. So once again, right where you are, please stand with us as we stand together. It's a beautiful service. Thank you, Reverend Julie, as well. So grateful. Blessed always, blessed always, for the arms of God surround us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say amen. Blessed always, blessed always, blessed always, for the arms of God surround us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say amen. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say
I just love having the ripe mud of the language of Ishowa in my mouth. Shlama Rabba Huba Rabba Hadutha Rabtha Necheon Amhon Hasha El Alam Alamin Amen. Abundant peace, abundant love, and abundant joy are ours now, forever unto forever, age to age, eternity to eternity, epoch to epoch, now unto now. And so it is. Amen. Amen. Amen.
Yes, I only give a lie. Yeah. Hey, Rayford Griffin and Idris. Come on now. Rayford, what you got? Yeah! Rayford Griffin, no. I release and I let go. I let the spirit of my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm falling inside. No, no, no more struggle, no more strife. When I think I see the light, I am free in the spirit. Yes, I'm falling Oh, yes. We want to thank Nomi, our beautiful musical inspiration today, Show King, our wonderful choir ensemble today. Yes. We want to thank you. Thank you so much for being with us. And of course, Reverend Joann throwing down, the fabulous Reverend Julie. Yes. This incredible house band. We had a Ming Freeman sighting. We're so grateful. So we love you. Have a wonderful week. Thank you, Ray Davis. Yeah. God is good. And we look forward to having Reverend Michael with us and sharing the love. Thank you, everyone.